Woohoo!
Good morning.
Good morning. Here we are, February 11th. Well, it's not quite half over, the coldest cold snap we've had in many, many years, like many years. And we've got some warmer days ahead.
Maybe things yesterday afternoon, it was dripping and starting to melt. And of course, it froze again at night, but it was still a good side.
It was. And I noticed, like, for our retreat, I always look ahead for the weather. And we have a retreat this weekend, and these girls are going to be able to get in and out without snow and weather issues. January retreat, well, that was a different matter. So everybody's going to be able to come and go without being rained on or snowed on or iced on or anything. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So it's a Wednesday, and we are in Tillsonburg in our studio. And at Cherished Pieces, I'm Cynthia.
Arlene.
And it's nice that you could join us this morning. Look at all these people. There's Els from Holland, and she's having tea with us because it's the afternoon. And Beth and Agnes and Cindy and Rita and Shelley and Gwen and Susan and Mary. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for joining us. And the list just keeps on going. And our word today is sweetheart.
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 One word. Yeah, so we have some door prizes. So if you write sweetheart in your comment, you just need to use it once. You're in the draw. So we have a pattern for the resplendent quilt. And we have a book, 10 Sisters Quilts for Kids.
Now, when you open this, like, it shows you using the templates, but you can easily use your squares.
Yes.
Just use squares. You don't have to have that template. They're just great patterns to, that you can do.
Yeah. And of course we have 8 pretty fat quarters. So that way. Some pinks and reds for Valentine's Day. So just make a comment, sweetheart, and you're in the draw.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, we've got lots of people catching on there. Lori and Brenda and Pat, Rita and Linda, they're all in there. There's Doreen and Debbie Wynn, and there is Irma and Marlene. Marlene's going to be at our retreat this weekend with her friend Marlene. And they're I know, they're going to be sitting together. I thought that was so cute. It kind of would be neat to have a best friend, a really close friend with the same name you have. Yeah. So I guess you get used to your name.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have some different things today, don't we?
What would you like to start with?
Shall we show them a couple of our brown bags? There may be people that just don't know what they maybe look like.
Sure. So you've probably seen online about our brown bag mystery that has started. So just a quick run view of this program again. You would buy a brown bag. By buying a brown bag, we get your mailing address and your email. You will get an invite to an exclusive Facebook group run by Karen Montgomery. And it'll have lots of tutorials and hints and tricks to have a successful quilt. And the clues will be mailed starting March
21st.
March 21st. The clues are mailed to you. So that's why we need your mailing address. Or if you're local, you can have a pickup option to just swing in and pick them up. The fabrics are a mystery. You have a little taste. There's a bow on the outside, so that gives you a hint of what's inside, but the rest of the fabrics are a mystery, and then the pattern is a mixed mystery. So that's why it's called two-step tango, because there's 2 mysteries. So you would pick a brown bag that you like with the bow that, speaks to you. And then there is a border kit, a finishing kit option. So that also kind of gives you a hint of what's inside the bag. So the border, you can use the fabric either as a second border, a little like sashing border, or you can use it as your binding. So you have options there too.
And we do them in different themes. Like, for example, here's one that's Christmas. I know we have Halloween, so you can kind of see the little finishing kit that goes with that.
And then here's another one.
Here's a Tula one. Right?
There's the finishing kit.
Yeah.
So you have a kind of an idea of what's inside the bag, but it is a mystery, the rest of the fabric.
But if you like these, that you will like. And you know, we say trust the process, because some people go, you know, there's a fabric in there I'm not so sure of. We know, we have seen the quilt. We know exactly where these fabric goes. So
Yeah.
the old thing about trust the process, trust the process. Trust the process.
And we've worked very hard on making sure that the fabrics are placed where we think they'll look the best. We've labeled them.
Yeah.
So it's all simple and easy for you to use.
Last year, I was sick when this program was going on. I just had a really bad spring, and I just wasn't well. However, this year, I'm good. And I have picked my brown bag, and I'm going to be sewing along with you. And as a matter of fact, I picked two the same because I'm going to make it even bigger.
Okay.
So I'm going to be showing my progress in that group.
That's great.
Yeah.
How big is the finished brown bag mystery? So if you buy one kit, it is 60 by 60. If you buy the border, it's 72 by 72.
If you put that inside border on, it's 74 by 74.
Yes.
2 identical bags will make a queen.
Make a queen. So if you want 2 identical bags, maybe call ahead, because sometimes we've had to substitute. So if you want 2 identical, we want to make sure you have 2 identical. So we will work on that.
We'll make sure it's the same.
Yeah. So yeah, and if you have any questions, by all means, give us a call, email the store. We're happy to help.
See, this one says Granny.
Granny.
Granny. This was a gift from the Tennessee Hildebrands. I need something for my coffee this morning. So let's see. We have some really good interfacing that's come in, and this is an ultralight lightweight, and you're going to be really happy with this. This is called Stretch Guard, and it is this is like our SF 101
or Shape Flex.
Shape Flex.
Yeah.
So this is oh, Margaret, thank you for turning that off. I wasn't conscious of the noise till all of a sudden I was conscious of the noise.
Maybe we'll go down. So this is just like Shape Flex. You can feel the adhesive that you would iron on. And then this is just good for people use it for t-shirt quilts, for stability. People use it in their bag making. And this is good if you want fabric to just feel a little stiffer without the bulk of a heavy interface thing.
Because like if it would be like a stretchy knit or something and you want it to behave as cotton.
Yes.
But you know what? You are getting 5 yards of this for $21.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it works out to $4.20 a yard compared to the other stuff that's $8 or $9 a yard.
Yeah.
So this is a wonderful buy if you use this product.
Yeah.
And
this is 19 and a half inches. Look this way, 19 and a half inches. So almost 20 inches.
So we're quite pleased. This is through Wonderfill, our thread company. So it's called Stretch Guard. And the other one that we liked was the Stitch Enhancer. And this one is also, this one's 90 inches. So it's 2.5 yards. And it is good for to stabilize your product. And it is also fusible on the one side. A little thicker, it's like, but it will stay in.
So this is probably more similar to fusible fleece, that kind of idea.
But it's lighter.
But lighter, yeah.
And, you know, like sometimes for something that you're heavily appliquing or this is very good to have.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, 90 inches by 19 and a half. And the price for this is $45.
So we were pleased that it had a good price point. Then we have, oh, these are so cute. So we'll have to show them.
Oh, these are alphabet clippies.
I think they have numbers too, don't they?
I believe so, yeah. So they're little like clips that you can, if you're cutting a lot of in your square and you have all these different shapes and you have to organize and you have to put A and B together, and this is a great way to keep them all organized.
Or even your rows, you know?
Yeah, even rows and your blocks. And it has this little storage container.
Yes, what has the numbers?
Yep, numbers.
And it's $36.50. This is by Sew Emma. And I like that it has a little box to keep them in.
Mm-hmm. And they're cute. We all like using cute things.
We do. So those are now in stock. And we have 2 pencils. These are by Bowen. We have a white one and a dark one, and these retail at $10.50. Can be sharpened, and they come out. They said they'll come out in the wash. Quite often, I like to use a damp face cloth.
Yeah, so just another chalk pencil option. We like having lots of options. People tend to have their favorites, and sometimes they want to try something new. So
last week we showed you that we had our Christmas T-shirt blowout. So they were what we had in stock, $10 only. Well, we have 2 mediums and 2 extra larges. People were asking, but they're very cute. So there's 4 left. There's 2 mediums and 2 extra larges.
And when they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah, that's it. And we'll come up with something different for next year.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to let you know what sizes that we had left. I'll put this over here.
So Angelique has been a busy little stitcher. She is working on our wool block of the month. So this is the next block. We showed the poinsettia there a few weeks ago. So this is Bleeding Heart. And Angelique does a beautiful job. And I don't know how she has time, because she is one busy lady, but yet she still gets projects done.
I know she works here part-time. She milks 80 cows. She has 5 children. She does, she just goes, she's just absolutely amazing.
She is a machine, but
this could be started anytime.
Yes.
And so it runs for 12 months because there's 12 different ones. And it's $100 deposit and a monthly charge of $34. And we do have an optional thread kit.
And then also with Angelique, if you are a beginner stitcher and just want a little guidance, every second Thursday, Angelique comes in on Thursdays, but every second Thursday, if you bring in what you're working on for your wool block of the month, she will be happy to sit down with you if you're stuck on something or just need a little guidance or just want a little company while you stitch. She's happy to sit down and stitch along with you and get you going on it. So there's always that option too. Some people are a little hesitant to try something new. Well, don't be, because we have the option that Angelique is there to help you.
And she's fun.
She is fun. She's a happy lady.
She is. And then don't forget, I think we showed you last week our Kathleen's story. Kathleen's story, the house. So that is hanging in the shop at the very back. It's a beautiful, beautiful quilt. And we'll be starting to cut that. So you have the option of doing it monthly, or you can do it all at once, but you would be doing it. We would charge you less if you're doing it all at once, but you'd get half of it, at least a good half of it right away. And then in May, the balance of the fabric comes in. And then we would get
so
to
it's
that.
A 2-part.
Yeah. But you would be charged the one price since we weren't going to be having to subcut everything for you. So that's less time and just less labor. So less cost for you.
Yeah. And this one is a bit of a showstopper. People come in and you can actually hear them going, which is always fun with a quilt.
Yeah. So that's $100 deposit. It's $26 a month plus shipping or no shipping if you're picking it up. And it's a 10-month project.
And the idea of a block of the month is to stretch out the workload. So,
so
you can have something every month to look forward to, a couple of little blocks a month. And at the end of the 10 months, your quilt is done.
And I want to slip back to brown bag for a minute, because somebody says, I saw Sweetheart. This Saturday is Valentine's Day, which we're kind of, promoting here. But that is the day that the bonus project for the brown bag mat launches. So if you are a member of the brown bag, you will have access to that. It drops at 6 a.m. And she has several videos on how to make that pillow. And you're going to be using, if you're doing the paper piecing, you will use one of each of them. So you'll be familiar with doing that. And she's going to show you how to do that. Or if you're doing it with the rulers, she has a session on that. And then she has a session on assembling the pillow. So, and then there's a covered zipper like we showed you last week in the pillow. So those videos will be available Saturday morning. And of course, they aren't not going to disappear until next February.
Oh, yeah.
Because all the videos for brown bag will be available through February
So
1st.
consider that almost like a little practice run of getting to know those rulers or those paper piecing papers. Little practice run.
Yeah. And then that way, if you haven't decided which method you're going to use, or if you want to try something you have, then you have that opportunity.
Yep. And we have the pillow kits. We have some kits available in a store that you can just grab and go.
And we have all the rulers and the papers and all those wonderful little tools that she'll be talking about. We have available.
Right.
And we want to thank you very much for your support. Now we have something exciting to kind of announce, don't we? When Arlene and I were in Houston, remember this one? Because we went to McCormick and Schmidt's, which is one of the restaurants Bill and I have stopped at over the years when we would go to market. And I like it because they have steak and everything, but they have fish and seafood. And I'm a big seafood fish lover. Arlene, not so much, but you had something
I
else.
had steak and it was delicious.
Anyway, so we went out for this nice meal, just kind of is towards the end of market. We're sitting there, and you know how sometimes you can hear people talking in the booth behind you? Well, our ears perked up when we heard them talking about Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, oh, they're talking about Canada. I wonder. So then I went to the washroom. And then I came back and, I'm not very chatty, So I stopped at their booth and said, oh, I heard you talking about Canada. And they were kind of a little wary at first and said, yes. And I said, well, we're Canadians. Really? And we're from Ontario. They said, oh, we're from Ontario. Well, it was Mia Presley and her dad. And Mia is from Ontario. I forget the name of the small town that she's from. Cornus. Anyway, it'll come to me. And so she has started this fabric company, and she has Canadian designers designing for her. So we thought, isn't that exciting? Because, here's a Canadian starting up a Canadian fabric company using
Canadian
designers.
Yeah.
And
so, of course, we were interested.
Yeah. So we want to show you this one. This is Elba, this fabric. I'm just messing you up, Margaret. So this is Elba, and this is designed by an artist that is in Kelowna, BC. And I'm not sure. Mia said she might join us this morning, so I'm not sure if she's watching or not. But we picked some fabrics from our
collection.
Our collection,
to show you what you can do.
All the different colors that are available to play with in that beautiful piece of fabric.
So,
yeah. So this was painted, like, as I said, by an artist in Kelowna. And it's lovely. The fabrics are made in Korea. So it's very good quality, lovely hand. And I believe we're selling them for 19 euros.
Yes.
Is that what I have?
Yeah.
And then Arlene has this other beautiful collection. And this one is by Lindsay Hubley, or Hubley, Hubley. It's called Garden Walk. And this lady is from St. Margaret's Bay in Nova Scotia. And look how lovely these are. And I want to put this up just a little closer for a minute for people to see. Because look at the little birds in the grass.
Oh, yeah. Little blue birds.
It's just absolutely adorable.
It's very sweet.
It is. So I'm going to put this behind so you can bring that one out. And then we have it in this colorway. Where's my little bird? Is he in here? Yes, right there.
And then we have that soft.
These are all from this line.
This way.
Okay, so sorry.
Duck.
I know. I always forget where that center point is.
And then just a very pretty line. Very feminine. And then I think this one's kind of cute. Kind of in time for St. Patrick's Day. It's little clovers.
But if you notice in these, there's little
clovers.
Little clovers in here, which I thought was quite clever. I'm going to stagger them this way a little bit just so we can get a better look at this line. Because they are, it's so darn pretty. And then there's the peach. Look how pretty that is.
Put that one with it again, like that.
And then, as you can see, there's those lovely little shamrocks that, we'll pull in there.
kind of going back and forth with our colors here.
But this goes with either line. Isn't this unique with the little bows on the like on the shamrocks, like they're little, they look like anyway.
And then we've got these kind of butterflies, I guess.
Yeah. And this is sort of a periwinkle, wouldn't you call it?
Yeah.
But it goes perfectly. Sorry, I'm just going to drag that back up here. And it works with the peach line and with this. So we are so pleased to be able to offer fabrics from a Canadian company designed by Canadian designers. And, you know, it was kind of like somebody was tapping us on the shoulder the whole time we were at market, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was just like, if you pay attention, that's how we ran into our lovely lady that we showed from England. And we have some other things. Our bowl lady.
Our bowl lady
Yeah. From British Columbia. That was fun. And we've got today in our order, we have a bunch more of her patterns arriving. So we'll show them to you next week. But yeah, there's some other things. It was just neat, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was also coming in because people were asking for some of these.
Our soft minky again.
And people were looking at these because of the little jackets that Rosie is doing.
So we have the pink. We have this pretty blue.
And there's a soft gray.
And a soft gray.
Now, will that gray make that look blue now? Yes, there we go. Now you can.
Oh, there we go. It's trying to focus. We have the automatic focus on. So there we go.
There. Now you can see that that is blue. Sometimes it just needs something beside it to contrast it to get the color in. So these are 60 inches wide. They're by Shannon Fabrics, and they're 24 a yard.
24. And they're so soft.
And there's a cream colored one upstairs too. And Rosie had shown the little jacket that she'd made for the little girl. She'd shown this as a lining using that. And that was just so stinking adorable.
So we brought some in to make sure we had options for linings for jackets.
What else do we have here? Oh, yes.
So we have Tilda fabric. We've had a few for a while, but we wanted to bring in something new that came in. So this is the new line called Songbird. And these are little fat quarters. So this is kind of a blue colorway. This one's kind of her kind of gold colorway. And then this one's the greens. And these little fat quarter bundles are $36, and there's 5 fat quarters in there. And then we have the Songbird layer cake. And these fabrics are stunning. This was also introduced to us while we were in Houston, and they had a giant display of it, and it was gorgeous.
It was. We just stopped and patted everything, didn't we?
Everything was so perfectly coordinated. Like they had furniture and it was just so pretty. They even had these jars that Tammy collects a certain dish set, and they had these cookie jars set, like the canisters. And I was like, those are Tammy. I'm like, if only we could put those in our suitcase, but yeah, just beautiful for all of our Tilda lovers.
And we have some other fabrics that will coordinate nicely with this. This layer cake is $114.99.
So we pulled in from our Tilda collection a few that you could coordinate quite easily with these. You put that one with that one.
Yeah, look how nice these go.
And then we've got this one, which has the greens in it. So just a few ideas. But for all those Tilda people.
Yeah, they are beautiful.
All right. Flip it.
Go ahead.
I was going to say the quilt behind us, you've probably seen before. It is our beginner quilt. And we decided to hang it up again because we do have a spring beginner class coming again for those who want to just perfect your sewing skills. If you are a beginner, some people just want to try something new and join a class and have that social aspect.
They want to learn to quilt.
They want to learn. And we have everything starting from choosing fabrics, cutting fabrics, all the way to binding your quilt. So every single step, every single block in here is talked about and taught.
And it starts with one jelly roll and some background fabric. So there isn't the angst of picking out fabric.
Yeah.
And for those of you who, are anxious to learn how to sew or you're stuck on something, don't forget that we have private lessons that are available. So, feel free to call the shop and we can schedule that with Margaret.
Yeah.
So
it says, is there a pattern for that beginner quilt? We only have it for our beginner class.
Yeah.
We do not sell it just on its own. So
yeah. It's strictly for that.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the girls that have taken the class have made several versions of that quilt.
Yeah.
Did we want to do show and share? And then I think we have one more thing to show. Yeah, we have. Should we have show and share? Look at that one.
So this is Marlene, and Margaret custom quilted it. So all those petals just popped.
She is so proud of that quilt.
Mm-hmm.
And red is Marlene's favorite color. If you know Marlene, it's red.
And she has a spot in her living room. I know this because she's Aunt Marlene, because she's my husband's aunt. So she's my aunt too. And she has a spot in her living room that she hangs wall hangings, and will change it up seasonally. So I'm sure this one will be in her living room.
Donna is asking if our beginner class is online. I think the dates may be online.
The dates and information is, yes.
But you have to call the shop to register or email us to register.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this bookshelf. Like
that is so fun.
She's got the baskets.
This looks like a sewing room bookshelf. The jar of buttons. I didn't see this one. This one's really neat.
Isn't that amazing?
Scraps coming out the drawer in the bottom.
Oh, yeah. That's beautiful.
Wow. Look at all the detail. And there is Angelique. This is Walkabout. Pattern Walkabout.
Yeah.
This is and here she is.
Another one she made. Yeah.
And this is a lady that's so busy.
I know.
And it's like, oh, and here's two more of her quilts. And she does wool applique. And I think she's going home for her birthday next week.
Home to Holland. Yeah.
I was teasing her. I said, you're going home for your birthday.
Mm-hmm. So this is Aunt Marlene again. And she finished the Why Not quilt.
Yeah. And that's just a beauty. It
sparkles.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
And that's it.
And then I think we have a basket over here of some things we were going to show them too.
So we have scrappy jelly rolls, we call them. They're 2.5 inch strips. There's 40 of them in each package. And if you just want to add to your stash, or definitely these would do a quilt.
And the girls work really hard to kind of coordinate them so they work together.
Yeah. And you pull from your own stash. They're quite often themed. So this looks like a Christmas one. Yeah. So they are $28 for these scrappy jelly rolls that we have here in the store. And they're the type of thing, they come and go. When they're gone, they're gone. And we just have fun with them. And a lot of people like to add this into their own stash. So we have a bunch available for you to choose from.
Oh, Donna, no, we're not doing Zoom classes yet, but it's something we are considering. But we're not there yet. And Anne was asking when the mystery bus trip is going to be this year. And I don't know that we're going to run one. I've talked to a couple of the other stores and we're just not sure because the attendance seemed to be falling off. It just seemed that maybe it just wasn't as popular.
Mm-hmm.
So
and the pricing of the buses.
Yeah. So we just thought maybe this was a year to take a break. So I just wanted to catch so we could try to answer that.
Yes.
Answer any questions as we go.
Yeah.
Wow. So anything else we need to mention, Margaret? Can you think of anything we have forgotten or should? We're just putting you on the spot over there.
Okay. Margaret is the one behind the scenes doing all this amazing new things that we have. She's doing an awesome job.
Guess kids class for the summer.
Mhm.
Oh,
Keep
yes.
an eye out for that.
Yes, keep an eye out for the kids' classes for the summer, because that's something Margaret runs, and there'll be specific dates for age groups. So
Yeah, and
that'll be
they do not need a sewing machine because we have them here for them.
Yeah.
So if you want to teach a little one how to sew, they don't have to take your nice machine to back and forth.
okay. So I think it might be draw time. Let's grab that
Mhm.
pattern and we'll go from there.
All right, so the first one, we will do the resplendent pattern. And this is shown in different colorways. And of course, you can use your own stash, or we'd be happy to help you pick out fabric.
Somebody just said, will there be a July shop hop? Oh, you bet. And there's a July shop hop webpage that's going to be launching at the end of the month. Jackie Roger.
Jackie Roger. Nice.
Congratulations. So yes, there's going to be a July shop hop. And we've got some exciting things that we'll be revealing about that soon.
Next is the book. Mary Litchi Neb. Congratulations, Mary.
And the fat quarters.
The fat quarters. And I had someone tell me that they didn't see their name flip through. You're still in the draw if you don't see your name. Barbara Sherwood.
Well, congratulations, Barbara.
Nice.
So thank you so much for joining us this morning. We hope you have a nice Valentine's Day this Saturday.
Mhm.
Maybe you go out for a meal or something special like that. And the weather's going to be nice, so it's good weather to drive to Cherish Pieces. So we hope we'll see you in person. Don't forget to check out our brown bags. We are endeavoring to add some different ones to our webpage on a regular basis.
Mhm.
And we hope that you'll find something that you will love. Okay.
Have a great week.